Hello there, it's Brad, and today I have Amazons. It's a deck I've been messing about a little bit with. Not so much at the local level, just with the crew. So I thought I'd bring the list and see. I know it's got lots of changes I need to add, but it's been performing fairly well so far. So what we start off with, we've got one queen. You don't really need to run more than one at the moment, because Princess also counts as queen. I play one Chainmaster on the off chance that you can use its effect to steal something from your opponent's hand, potentially a hand trap or any one of their combo cards. You don't really need to run this. It's just a little tech I thought is quite nice. Then you play 3 Chief, which is just your free summon. If you control no monsters or you only control Amazons, it summons itself. Well, she summons herself. Then you can just set an Amazon as spell or trap or poly, because Amazons after the new remake are fusion based. And it says you can only attack with Amazons, so that's fine. I've only currently got Amazons in for this particular build. There are changes I'm going to be making to it eventually, once I've tested it a bit more to see more combos I can add. So the next one is Spiritualist, which is just take an Amazon card from your control, bounce it, and if you do, special summon this card, and then if it's special summon, you can add a poly, so it's just an extra searcher. And I play 2 Baby Tiger. I think Standard Tiger's a bit too bricky, but because ordinarily I only run 1 queen because her effect's really good. Standard Tiger isn't as good, but Baby Tiger also counts as Amazon S Tiger while on the field and in the grave. So if you send it via the fusion effects, you can bring it back and it still counts as the big tiger. So we've got 2 of that one. Then I play 3 Spy, which is just an extender. Reveal another Amazon S card in your hand, special summon this card. And if it's destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can target an Amazon S monster in my graveyard and return it to the hand. So you could, with that one, add yourself a War Chief or a Spiritualist for next turn. Then you play. I'm currently playing 3 Princess. I might eventually bump this down to 2, but 3 is doing quite well for me right now. You always want to see her, because when she's normal or special, you can add an Amazon S spell or trap to your hand. And then once per turn, if this card declares an attack, you can send in 1 card from your hand or field to the graveyard. Special summon an Amazon S monster from your deck. So that could be into the Queen, which gives all Amazon S monsters indestructible by battle. Which is one problem the big monsters have quite often. And then I was originally running these at 3 each, which is the 2 and 2 of the pendulums, because they are incredibly good. They all have on declaration effects where all your cards just get 100 attack per what level they are, so your Augusta can get really, really huge. I'm currently running these at 2 each because they're useful, but they're mainly only useful in the pendulum zone, so you don't want to draw a huge amount of each of these. So that's the monsters. So we'll go into the spells that I'm running, which is 1 Rotor. It basically searches for anything except Amazon Tiger, because all the others are warriors. And then for this particular one, I thought, why not try an equip build? So my equips are Magnum Shield, Moon Mirror Shield, and Fighting Spirit. Because Magnum Shield, let's get this pile. The biggest card you have is Augusta. And if you use Magnum Shield on her, she's 6k. And she is really big, and she can make extra attacks if she's used as Empress or Amazon Queen as a material. And then on summon, she can do other things, but we'll get to those. So basically, these are just to make her bigger. The problem is with Magnum Shield, you can't equip it to your Tiger, but he's not the main one you're going to use because you run 4 Queens and only 2 Tigers. So I thought this might be quite useful to help you run over big things. Like Moonmirror Shield can be onto your Tiger or one of your little things. Fighting Spirit to get really big. Then I'm running 2 Polys at the moment. You only really need 1, considering how searchable Poly is. But considering this deck is only fusion-based, you basically have to see a Poly, or a way to get Poly, or the Quick Play Fusion spell, which is... Oh, I'll just do that one next, actually. Amazon S Secret Arts, which I play 3 of, which is the new fusion spell. Well, new for Amazons, which just fuses from your hand and material field as normal. Then during your main phase, you can banish this card from your grave. And if you fusion summon an Amazon S card extra in that turn, you can also send one from your extra deck to the graveyard as material for that. Because all the bigger ones require the smaller ones in the extra deck. And then I'm playing 1 Monster Reborn, just to get the big things. A Fighting Spirit. You can side out Fighting Spirit if you like. It's just, if you're not winning, it can help you gain an extra 1,000 attack to beat over little, bigger things. Or to make things like Princess a 2200. Spy's not particularly powerful. But you can make a War Chief a 29 if you require it to swing over things. A 25 Chainmaster. Or a 34 Queen if you're swinging over something bigger than 24. And then I'm using 3 Call. Basically the best spell in the entire deck. Take an Amazon S card from your deck, accept Call, add it to your hand or send it to the graveyard, and then during your main phase you can banish this card, tag an Amazon S you control, and that monster can attack all cards your opponent controls. So if you chain that with a 6,000 Augusta, you can punch a lot of things in the face. And then for this one, I'm trying out 3 Extravs. It doesn't have a huge amount of draw effects, and it needs the extra draws to draw into your extenders or into your polys. For traps, which you play some, not many, but I'm trying out 1 Armory Call, which is just equip a card from your deck to a card on the field. So you can equip it with one of your big things, like a Magnum Shield. And then I'm using 2 Amazon S Willpower, which is just a Monster Reborn. It gains extra attack and must attack if able. So if Augusta does eventually get destroyed, you can bring her back at 3,300 and just start swinging into things. And then Onslaught, which is just during the battle phase, special summon Amazon S from your hand, and if you do, it gains 500 attack. Can be really useful to get extra cards on the field. So for the extra, for this one, I'm just going basic standard. I'm just going 2 Ursa, 3 little Tiger, 3 big Tiger, 3 little Amazon, and 3 big. There's a lot of... Normally, if I wasn't playing Extra, I'd just cut these down to 2 ofs. Like maybe 1 of the big ones, 2 of the little ones. And then I can add some extra Earth things in. But generally, all the support synergizes with Amazons. Or Warriors, basically. So I could add cards like Eda 10 the Conqueror Star, which is 2 plus level 5 or higher Warriors. I could add things like that. Beast doesn't have as much synergy in this deck, unfortunately, compared to all the other warrior support. And if needed, you can add cards like some Raigekis, extra Magnum Shields, a Village. It's quite a nice one. It's just not, basically I feel not as much. You can add extra ones of Whipmaster and Swordmaster. Stage to destroy spells and traps if you need to, because you have enough swarm to do it. And I was going to try for my next locals. 1 Swordmaster, just in case I need to swing into something and they take all my damage to potentially go in for game. So it's a nice little deck I'm trying out. It's quite a nice little build I've got there, but I'm not sure about the extra deck, because I should probably put these to 2s. But the only reason they are at 3s is, as I said, because of the extras, which you don't really need to play. It has enough searches. It's just nice for the consistency of getting to your secret arts or your poly, but they are also searchable via Spiritualist and Warchief, so you're playing a lot of those anyway. Yeah, it's a nice little thing. So I'll thank everyone for watching, and that's currently what I have. If you've got any comments on what might be nice for me to add or take out, take some criticism, and we'll get back to this at another day. So thanks for watching there. See you later.